Welcome to the ME channel, Metaphysical Entities. I'm your host, Greg Smith. Thank you for being here. As we delve through the fundamental principles of life and personal experiences, our mantra is life is a mystery to unravel, but never a problem to solve. Because we realize that there is always a resolution because problems are forever invented. How y'all doing today? Thank you for joining me as always. As you can see in the background, I have the word up faith. Today's topic is going to be on the word faith. Now I'm gonna break down some things that helped me in my life to understand what faith meant to me, and I hope when I share it with you, it can somehow bring something together with you and your inner understanding of what faith is. This is going to be great for me to tell y'all this today because this is one of my favorite things. My favorite words that I like to talk about. As you can see, I got the acronym back there as finally arriving in the heavens. And what do I mean by finally arriving in the heavens? This is how I came up with this concept, right? If you ask anybody that you know from when you was coming up during the years, you're like, where's heaven? Right? They're going to point up. So when they point up, what I did, I understand that up is north. So if up is north and down is south, and then we got east and west, right? So if everybody in the world do this, everybody in the world, not just me, not just you, everybody. If they stand up straight and point their arms like this, the representation of yourself, when you look at that, is a compass and a cross. And at the top of everything of a compass is north. And at the bottom is south. So you represent that compass and that cross as being north, south, east, and west. So I came up with the concept of finally arriving in the heavens because you hear people talking about the North Node, right? When you talk about your North Node, you're talking about what's up. So if you're a representation of that compass and you're a representation of that cross, you have your crown right here. And what's inside that crown? What's inside that crown is your brain, right? And when you think about the word faith, you look at something out of this sphere, right? Something that's invisible. So I'm going to talk about these things, how we can arrive in the heavens with the brain and with our north node. Okay, this is where I'm going to go with this. I really want y'all to pay attention to this, please. Okay, if you finally arriving in the heavens and people talk about the word faith, the first thing they come to, they will say, faith is invisible. I can go with you 1,000%. That is invisible. But what I understand by me making this acronym is this. Me nor you can understand the word faith or understand anything that I'm portraying to you without what I call the six intellectual faculties. And these six intellectual faculties is the things that's pointed up north. When we say heaven is up here, it's within here, right? It's within this right here, within this brain, right? You can't comprehend what I'm saying or understand what the word faith even means without these six intellectual faculties that I'm ready to give you to understand. Okay, then let's break these things down, right? First, we have your intuition. Second, we have your memory. Third, we have your will. Fourth, we have your reason. And fifth, we have your imagination, and 6, we have your perception. Without any of those things, you wouldn't have no faith, nor would you understand what the word means, nor would you comprehend what I'm saying. So it goes back to what I just was saying, right? Faith is invisible. Again, fundamental principles of life and personal experiences. As I said in the beginning, faith is invisible. All right, let me ask you this. Can you see your intuition? Can you see your memory? Can you see your will? Can you see your reason? Can you see your imagination? And can you see your perception? These are the tools that make up faith. It's nothing that you didn't put action into by understanding yourself through your intellectual faculties. It's impossible. It's totally impossible. The only person or people that can do that in the world is a baby. This is why I say that, right? When a baby comes out, right? A baby has no recollection of nothing. No recollection of an intuition. No recollection of a memory. No recollection of a will. No recollection of a reason. No recollection of a imagination, or no recollection of a perception. Even as the baby get older, right, and grow, these things got to materialize just like anything else. It got to have a maturation period. Just like the 9 months it was going through the maturation period, it got to have a maturation period through in life, and the things that it needs to comprehend and understand during life. The first thing a baby start doing when we like it, goo goo gaga, whatever, it start talking, and then the baby start walking, right? But guess what? It's all on the baby will, because the intuition is the first and the most strongest of the 6 intellectual faculties. The baby don't have no reason why it's walking. It don't have no reasons why it's want to talk. It don't have no imagination why I want to walk, or no imagination how I want to talk. Why it don't have no perception of why it's doing it. So these things the baby grow into. So what happened is, we as an adults, we again, the paradigm and the program that we already have, all right, we are right now, we in the stage of our life right now. We know what our intuition is because we feel it. We use it at times. We use our memory. Just like the baby used its memory when it learned how to walk and how to talk. Because first, its intuition guided it to walk and talk just by observing, just looking. Don't know what nothing because it don't have these faculties yet, right? But come back to us as an adults. We have a will why we want to do things, and then we have a reason why we want to do things. Then we have an imagination to want to do things or to serve a purpose for our lives. And then we have a perception to perceive the process of what we're doing, why we're doing it. So faith, to me, is finally arriving in the heavens. Because when you arrive in the heavens, you understand to a T what these 6 intellectual faculties are. Now, some people might not even think about it that hard, might not even understand it, or it just coming to your understanding by me giving it to you, telling it to you right now as I'm speaking. Because what we do, again, everything is habitual to us. Because everything that we do is repetition. You go to sleep, you get up, you do this, you do this, you do this. A lot of us don't take the time out to sit back and think, about the fundamental principles that make up a human being. What I just said can't nobody dispute because everybody has those six intellectual faculties. Hit me in the comment section if you don't have one of those faculties or if you didn't grow into one of those faculties to have it. Can't nobody on earth tell me that they had those intellectual faculties all their life. Even as a baby, like I said, when they walked and talked, they didn't have a reason to do it. They had the intuition and they had the memory to repeat it. But then when we talk about the will to do it, yes, I can agree. Yeah, they had the will to do it. But did they have a reason to do it? No, they ain't understand no reason. Was their imagination in effect? No, it wasn't in effect. Did they perceive what they were doing? No, they didn't perceive what they was doing. So it's a maturation period for everything, just like the 9 months it took for the baby to come into form. Everything else, your intellectual faculties have to take shape and form also. Like I said last week and the week before that, when knowledge stops, the imagination begins. Because this is what happened. The imagination teach knowledge. And you were like, Greg, that don't even sound right. Why would you say that? How you gonna put something together without imagining it? How are it gonna become reasonable and become knowledge if you didn't imagine it first? One thing I can tell you, it ain't nothing you can see with your physical eye that didn't come from within. Name something, put it in a comment box that you can see with your physical eye that didn't come from within, that didn't have to be imaginated first. I want you to do that for me. Because again, this show is about fundamental principles and life experiences. Not my life, it's all lives. You might have an experience that you want to drop or put into the common category. But like I said, I love this word faith because that's how I'll interpret it. Finally arriving in the heavens. Because through your intellectual faculties, you become aware. You become conscious. Your subconscious reach your consciousness. I don't think anybody woke up in the morning and any morning and did something that they wanted to do without using one of their intellectual faculties. It's impossible. It ain't nothing in the world you can do without your intellectual faculties. So take what I said, embrace it, use it in your life, and understand that there are so many depths of life that we do not delve into, that we use every day in life. And I won't say that we take them for granted, but we unaware of them. And the thing is, we'll never figure ourselves out. Never, ever, 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 ever. That's why I said that there is always a resolution because problems are forever invented. Anything that's invented is a problem. Anything that's invented is a problem. So understanding what faith is, you're finally arriving in the heavens. You know that there is a solution to anything through your six intellectual faculties. I'm gonna create a problem right now that I said anything you invented is a problem. I'm gonna create one before I leave, and I'm gonna show you the understanding that where I'm coming from on this. My personal understanding. Okay, let's talk about a tree and paper. Paper is made through a tree. All right. Once we got the paper, we got to ball it up. We throw it in the trash can. You saying how is that a problem, Greg? Anything is created, it's a problem. So the paper that was created from a tree, once once we finish with it, we got to dispose of it. We put it in the trash can. That trash can fill up, we put it in a bigger trash can. Then when that trash can fill up, that we have in our kitchen and all that stuff, we put it in the bag, take it outside to another trash can. We put it in that big trash can, and then when that fill up, the trash truck got to come out because we take out our trash. Everybody do. These are things that what I'm talking about. Everybody do. Don't nobody do. Nobody is exempt from it. So when we take that trash outside, a bigger trash can, a trash truck, got to come and get it, put it in this truck, and then guess what? When that fill up, just what it do? It takes it to the field and bury it in the field so it can reproduce because it's wash, rinse, and repeat. And again, I want to thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed this content today. And like I say on every show when I leave, don't consider something to be true by believing it. By believing. Know it to be true by direct cognition. Go within yourself. All the answers are there. Remember, like I said in the 6 intellectual faculties, the intuition is the greatest of all because this is where it starts from before the other ones can produce. Y'all have a good Sunday, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. And don't forget, if you want to know anything about me and how I think, I have a book out that's called My Journey to Destiny and Spiritual Awakening by Greg Smith. Y'all can find it on any platform. And again, I want to thank y'all. If y'all want to subscribe. And I appreciate all the subscriptions that I've been getting thus far. So have a great Sunday. See you later. Bye-bye.